Welcome to This Week in Our Collective Heads. I'm Patrick.
I'm Kevin.
And we like achievements.
Yes.
And we like platinuming things.
Yes. And I got the platinum in Rocket League.
Yes.
And that's kind of where this all stems from. But I kind of wanted to talk about achievements and trophies and like these little bonuses that didn't exist 2 generations ago.
Yeah.
And it's
2 generations ago it would have been high score.
Yeah. High score is what you were going for, and that was the metric.
Yes.
And now like Court plays Temple Run something, and so like every week she gets, these are your targets or whatever. And I wanted to talk about, first off, how excited are you about trophies and achievements and such?
I'm excited about some. I'm not a trophy hunter where some people will either want to platinum almost everything that they play, or some people will will literally look at achievements and go, okay, I can hit all of these. Who is it? Greg, I think, does that on on his games. He's like, all right, what do I need to platinum this? What do I need to platinum? Yeah. I don't tend to do that. So when I get them, it's kind of like, oh, that's cool. I like that they're there. I prefer trophies that you can get without having to play the entire game over again. And that's the way I prefer it. Metal Gear did a really good way of this, that you can play through the game and you get these trophies for playing through the actual game. And then you can go back to specific missions to, if you want to fill these things out.
Or S-rank stuff.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
I don't like... if the game is going to give me a trophy or a mission because I played through the game this way and I got this ending, and I played through the game and I got this ending, and there's no way for me to have a save state and then change that. It means I have to play the game. That means you're telling me in order to get this little tiny thing that means nothing, in order to get platinum or whatever, I have to completely play the game over again from the beginning.
Well, and worse than that is when you have to beat the game on the hardest difficulty to unlock the really hardest difficulty, and then you have to play that all the way through again.
Because
I don't care.
I don't mind you can play the game on hard. And then when you finish hard, you can play harder and then hardest.
Related question. Yeah. Where do you start difficulty on games?
It depends on the game. Whitney starts games on easy because
I start shooters on easy.
She wants, so that's how she's playing Far Cry Primal. Because she wants to experience the story, she wants to have fun, and that's great. That's what games are for. Yeah. I usually start on normal or hard, depending on the game. Yeah. So
I'll start RPGs on hard, which I don't recommend for The Witcher 3 because oh my goodness, like I lost. There's like an initial fight to like 5 ghouls or something, and I died like 4 times. I was like, okay, hard. Not yet.
Yeah. So,
but I do really like games that let you change it as you go, because I started off Fallout on easy, and then very quickly went to normal. I think I'm playing on very hard now. Okay. And I'm hoping to get to survival before that comes out. Yeah. But like,
see, I'm playing that on hard, and that's, I haven't played on very hard, but like,
well, I got to the point where like raiders, super mutants, and like any normal enemies that I would come across were one-shot kills. All of them.
Yeah, see, I'm on hard and I one-shot kill anything but a super mutant. And the super mutant hound things.
Yeah.
So, and obviously any of the Brotherhood guys that are wearing house.
so I reached a point in Fallout 4 where the Brotherhood are now against me. Yep. So every time one of their vertebrate crashes, which happens all the time, I can experience.
Yes.
Which is fun, and then I go over and loot their corpses and move on. And I haven't actually fought any of them yet, but I've had 4 vertebrates crash in my general vicinity.
Okay, I was going to say, I take them down, so...
Yeah, I don't even have to, because apparently they're really hard to fly.
Well, usually when they come down, it's because they're fighting raiders or someone. So I've come across a few super mutants that were fighting them, raiders that were fighting them, and I'll go in and I target the vertebrate first off.
Yeah.
Because if you have, if you get the right shot, you can. If you get the right shot and the right aim, you can shoot the pilot, and then it's done. So that's the easiest way to do it. The other way to do it was to launch a nuke at them, which sometimes doesn't get it.
See, I like Fallout 4's trophy list because like there's the trophies for collectibles and there's the trophies like there's not one for difficulty.
Yeah.
And like I kind of alluded to this earlier with the Uncharted series has hardest and then crushing.
Yeah.
And so you have to play in order to get the platinum for them. You would have to beat the entire game, all of the entire games twice.
Yeah.
And I don't care.
I don't like that.
But I like games like Fallout that say, hey, you could do these interesting things, and I think trophies are a good way to encourage you to explore or play the game in a way that you wouldn't have otherwise.
No, I agree with that. I just would prefer maybe along with the trophy, I actually get something in the game because if you guys haven't watched The Completionist, you need to watch him. But like he beat Five Nights at Freddy's. I can't remember which one it was, but like he beat the game on the hardest difficulty, and then not only do you beat the game, but then there's a specific section where you can set the difficulty of all these different bits, so you can make it as hard as possible and random as possible. And if you beat that, then you have you can see that there are collectible little plushes of the bears from Five Nights at Freddy's, from the animals.
Nice.
That's it. I mean, it's just a view right then, and it's not something you can go access later on. It's just like, here's your kill screen of... and that's it. So there's a video of him just ranting and like cursing about how he poured so much into this. And that's it. That's how I feel about trophies.
But see, at the same time, we did that anyway.
Yeah.
I used to do that for fun.
Yeah.
Because Final Fantasy VI, I just rebeat on the Vita, and with no optional battles.
Yeah.
And that's really hard.
Yes.
Because that means that I finished the game at level 12. I'm missing a bunch of spells, and like the game didn't give me a trophy for beating the game at less than 20, which I would love to make a trophy list for Final Fantasy VI. But I kind of do that in my head anyway, and I feel like in some ways trophies and achievements and such have replaced me looking for new ways to play a game.
I guess if it's a way to show you that it's out there, that's cool. I just feel that, I don't know, if it's a way to show you, hey, here's a different way to do it. Hey, here's something you may have not known you could do. That's cool. I just don't like having to play the game again. If you have to play the game completely over again, there should be something big about it, and it should be more than just a
Chrono Trigger's New Game Plus. You get all the 18 endings or whatever.
Yeah,
that's a cool one. One other trophy that I really like is when they give you a trophy on a multi-person party RPG for using more characters. Because a lot of us
we have our dream team. We pick that specific group. Cloud, Eris, and Barrett were 9 and 7, and then obviously when Eris dies, I'm like, crap, who's my healer now?
Yeah, and so games that are trophies that encourage you to explore things past where you kind of get into a groove of them.
Sure.
The Rocket League trophies are really cool because most of them you're going to get, like there's a couple of like decoration decal ones that are trickier to get, but like most of them are going to pop at some point, just on your way to 150.
And that's
items.
what I prefer.
Yeah,
that's what I prefer. I prefer it to be organic that way.
Yeah.
I feel like if it's you have any of the other aspect of that where you have games that just give you trophies just to give you trophies. If you guys play the Deadpool game, that happens. Like you get I think 150 or 200 gamer score just for starting.
Hey, you got it.
Just keeps popping up. He's like, what the heck? What is this?
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah, it's really it's really cool, and it fits Deadpool.
Yeah,
but they're making fun of the industry.
Well, and then there's also the Telltale games give you a platinum for finishing their game. That's bull. That is not acceptable.
Yeah, and that's probably why those are the only ones that I would platinum, because the other ones I don't. There's so much going on. There's so many games that are out, and so many things that I do, even outside of gaming, where I don't have time to sit down and go, okay, I'm going to platinum every single one of these.
Yeah.
People like platinum Metal Gear Solid 5. I have no intention of doing it.
I was going to platinum Fallout 4, but that happiness trophy is just awful.
100% everything, right?
No, you have to. I don't mind collecting things, but you have to have a large settlement at 100 happiness.
Yeah.
I don't know what more they want from me. I made your settlement. You are protected as I can make you.
Yes.
And I have decorations. I made a basketball court for you guys.
I didn't even do that.
You don't have a ball, and I can't figure out how to give you one, but maybe you could find one, or I don't know.
Yeah.
I put up paintings and.
Yeah, see, I haven't done any of that. I'm like, your metrics are supposed to be your security, power, food,
and
water.
And occupied. They need to be busy doing something.
They need to be busy and beds.
Yeah.
And if I have those things, then you should be happy.
And you're responsible for your own happiness.
Yeah. It's like, hey, essentially, okay, I'm going to put it this way. Essentially, the state is providing for these people.
Yeah.
Right? So you, as the overseer, or whatever you want to call it, are providing everything for these people. All you're doing, it's essentially like the darkest level of communism. It's like, all right, everyone is equal except for me, and everyone's going to do exactly what I do, and you're all going to get equal stuff.
I even have Piper working on this particular thing so that I can have a bed next to her, so I can sleep with her whenever I want to, and I can tank her.
Exactly.
That's how I do that. But then at the other end of the super ridiculous, and I've talked about my working on platinuming Binding of Isaac.
Yeah.
I still enjoy that game, whether I'm going for the objectives or not, and I like the fact that that game's hard anyway.
Yes.
It's so hard, but it's rewarding me for having spent as much time as I have committed to that, because you have to commit to that one.
Yeah.
And like The Lost, it's the one hit kill. Yeah. You have to beat all three game terms. Yeah. And like that. Let's be honest, that's ridiculous.
It is.
That is absolutely ridiculous.
And you're choosing to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
But that's something that I probably would have looked at, played 2 or 3 times, and then been like, I can't.
Yeah, see,
I can't do this. But there's that reward that, again, like you said, it doesn't mean anything.
It means nothing, and it gives you nothing.
Yeah, but I will be able to, because I tweeted Ed and the Nicholas staff in college. Anyway, I tweeted them.
Yeah.
And Tyrone, and because they're fairly responsive, and they are aware that they have fostered a community of really sad people. And when I get the platinum, I will get to, because I've told them, thank you, I love your game, I keep playing it and everything. But when I get the platinum, I will be able to tell the developers, I beat all the things, all these challenges that you set up for me, and I'm going to do that for Rocket League. Yeah. Be like, I got the platinum. Thank you for making this awesome game and giving me these objectives.
Exactly. Rocket League, I think, does a really good job of it, where you can't. You're not just going to platinum outright.
Yeah.
You have to at least have some skill. Mm-hmm. And actually, I haven't platinumed it, but that's something I can see platinuming. Or the Telltale games. I can probably platinum each one of those to just beat them.
Yep.
Right. But when you have to play through another game, like you said, okay, beat the game with the loss. Really? Like that? Okay, so if you haven't played Binding of Isaac, put that in perspective. If you played like Diablo, that would mean, okay, you've got to beat the game with every single character. And then you got unlockables that are coming out, and you have to beat it with those.
On hard mode.
On the hardest mode, I feel like what that's doing, to be able to platinum it is a problem. And I know to platinum it, you have to do all of the achievements.
Yeah.
Because I think that maybe if it was, hey, get this far with this person, beat the first, some generic RPG, whatever it is. Beat the first chapter with this class. Beat the first chapter with this class. That way you can go, okay, I've tried them all.
Yeah.
Now let's beat it with the one that I actually like. Because I could do that. I mean, I do that with a lot of RPGs anyways, where I'm like, I could play a mage. Or let me see how the melee is. Let me see how this is. I usually play, like, World of Warcraft. I played every single class in World of Warcraft, and that's why I didn't get anybody to max level. Because I would go, man, I'd really like to play a hunter right now. Man, I really like to play a priest right now.
Yeah. And you're fulfilling different roles, and you're getting different. And there are several games who are really, really good about their class system, where each one is unique, and you play the game differently based on the choice of characters that you make.
Definitely. One thing that I feel is related to this, because it's not necessarily a trophy or an achievement, but like the daily quests and daily things, like you mentioned for Temple Run, you have okay, here's the things this week or today.
Yeah, and it's a way to engage.
It's a way to engage. It's a way to get you. I feel it's a really cool way to say, all right, play it this way as opposed to where you normally do it. Hearthstone's a really good example of this, because Hearthstone you have a daily, and then if you don't do the daily, then they stack up. Up to 3.
That's cool.
Up to 3.
I like that.
And then you could cancel one, and it would be replaced by the next one. You only do that once a day.
Oh.
But so let's say you play every other day. Mm-hmm. You can hit the dailies for the day that you missed. Yeah, it's fine. And you get a random thing. It's not a daily for everybody. It's a daily for you. So maybe win 2 or 3 games with a hunter or a mage. Okay. And then another one that says cast 50 spells. So there's different. So some of the spells as opposed to creatures.
Right.
So as opposed to Magic Gathering, where everything is a spell initially. So it's like, okay, wait, I don't usually play characters. I don't usually play like mages or priests who have a bunch of spells. I usually play like. I'm not saying you, I'm just saying some people may go, oh, I like creature heavy decks, so in order to do this, I gotta play a little different. Yeah. That's cool to me. It's saying, try this out, try this play style.
Well, and kind of on the we've talked about games that go for more trophies and reward you for different things.
Sure.
There's other games like that want to make sure that platinum is available, but that they don't take you out of the story. Last of Us.
Yes.
You beat the entire game. Yes. You don't get trophies for chapters. You don't get trophies for. I got 2 trophies in Last of Us.
Okay.
One for making one of everything, the Molotovs and the shivs and the whatever. And then I got one for beating the game on the difficulty that I chose and the difficulties below it. Okay. Which please do that. If you're going to do difficulty trophies and I beat it on hard, give me the trophy for normal and easy as well.
Yeah.
But the other one is Heavy Rain. Those trophies don't pop until you hit the next loading screen.
Yes.
And in story-heavy games where if I'm having an emotional moment, I don't want you to give me a grand trophy popping up in the corner of my screen that says, you didn't save her.
Yeah.
Or you did save her. It's like, don't take me out of this moment to give me a trophy.
Yeah, you can get that in Until Dawn. So as soon as you made the decision, but hey, here's the thing.
While the consequences are still playing. Yeah, no.
Which in that case, it might not be like just their reaction to it. It may be, okay, you made that choice. This person's being pulled through a window. They're being like, all this weird stuff is happening. I need to concentrate on this. Yeah. I've had times where you look up and then I look back and I'm like, whoa, I missed something. It's really, really quick.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Don't take us out of the experience to let us know that we got it.
Especially in story-heavy games.
Yeah. One other one is Halo. It has a trophy, I think it's in 3 or 4, for going through an entire level without jumping. That's fun. And then like Tim Schafer going through the entire Grim Fandango using tank controls. I like goofy ones like that.
Goofy. That's goofy.
Because like those are ones that if you're gonna go for the platinum, do something silly.
And here's the other thing: if that one if you're saying, okay, you have to do it through tank controls, have them essentially so your trophies can stack. So if I'm going after this trophy, I can actually hit all the other trophies at the same time. It goes again to having to play the game again. So if I play, I love Grim Fandango, but in order to get the trophies, if I have to play Grim Fandango with tank controls, and I have to play without tank controls to get 2 different trophies, I'm going to be upset.
Yeah. That's and it's not that way. It's just a play with tank controls and with the. I also like the subtext. Tim made us put this one in.
Yes,
that's fun.
Yeah,
and also make it clear how I get this one.
Yeah,
because like the Tales games are the worst about this. There's a trophy on the latest where it's like achieve excellence in commanding strategy or something, and it's like, what the crap did you even tell me to do?
Yeah.
And so like when I get a game, I like to look through the trophies because like and I really like how they have hidden trophies and exposed trophies. Yeah. So you can look at the trophies that are unrelated to the story. And shout out to PlayStation Trophies website because when you go to their website and you're looking at the entire list, by default it doesn't show you stored trophies.
Yeah.
And I really like that.
Which is great because those will give it away. Those will give it. Yeah.
And I don't even want to know what decisions I'm making.
I don't want to know until I'm right there and then I make the decision and then I can know, oh, this person died or this person lived or whatever happens.
You were talking about games that you would go through, that you would have to go through twice.
Yeah.
I would go through Spec Ops: The Line again to get the other set of trophies because there's a lot of your character is actually in a deteriorating mental state.
Yeah.
In that game, spoilers, ish because you can tell, but like the entire game is about what's real and what's not, and you see things that aren't there in like the second scene of the game. So that's not a spoiler. Please play that game. That game is so good, and I want that to be upgraded just so I can buy it again.
Yeah.
Because I got it on Plus, and I would absolutely pay them money for that game because that is the best shooter I've ever played. I don't play a lot of shooters, but if shooters do something interesting, like Far Cry does stealth. Mm-hmm. It does stealth so well. Fallout has choices and decisions and stuff.
Did you play Bulletstorm?
No.
So Bulletstorm, last gen. It's not, I wouldn't call it brotastic. It is the most like ridiculous shooter in the sense of like it's sci-fi future shooter, where you're part of a I guess you'd consider them kind of space pirate kind of stuff, right? But you're like one of you get achievements for. So first of all, you can shoot. You can also kick.
Okay.
Right? So you can kick. So if you kick someone into, like, say there's some spikes over here, and you kick someone into the spikes, you get points for that.
That's cool.
If you shoot someone in the head, make them fall, like whatever you do, you get points based on. So the more ridiculous the death is,
that
yeah,
I like that.
It's really really fun. But you also have you're one of the game aspects. You have kind of some climbing bits of it, but you also have sliding. So you can like run and then slide, and as you're sliding on the ground, you can shoot while you're doing that.
Okay.
So you get points for that as well. So all these things kind of combine.
Points, basically.
Yeah, and that game is great at that. It's something that I haven't seen another game do.
Yeah.
But it's really fun. I mean, I have to play that later because I haven't played it forever. But the idea of how ridiculous can I make all of these kills? Obviously, a lot of games like Far Cry Primal and some others where it's like, okay, if you kill a regular kill, it's this. A headshot, you get a little bit more experience points. So, and spoilers for Far Cry Primal: if you headshot an animal, you get double experience.
Yeah.
So you get like 5 XP for killing a goat. You get 10 if you headshotted them.
A goat's hard to kill?
Well, it's headshotting like a bow. They're not hard to kill.
Yeah, but like when I think of killing a goat, I pretty much picture
he's running away from you. If you get up close, they're going to go,
Okay.
They run away from you. You can't
Well,
just
yeah,
walk
because you're
up.
not domesticated.
And they're not domesticated at this point.
Okay, because I was thinking in 4 you could just walk up and
Well,
kill
they're
a goat.
domesticated.
Yeah.
In this game, they're not domesticated.
They're not.
So all of your herbivores are scared of you. All your carnivores might not be scared of you, but they're going to attack you.
They're not just going to sit there and watch you.
Yes. So you get attacked by wolves and the kind of doles, like dog basically. But the little dog hyena hybrid. It's the ancestor to. It's what we took and bred wolves with them, and then got our modern day dogs from doing that. Anyway, so none of these things are domesticated. You can tame them in the game, but
and
I haven't gotten into yet.
Far Cry is really good on trophies. Like I would imagine there's one for like taming / domesticating every animal and stuff like that gives you something to do after the game's over.
Sure.
And I like that.
That's another thing. If I can continue to play the game afterwards and then hit up trophies, fantastic. So Bethesda does a really good job of that. So, but the what was I going to say about Far Cry?
So anyway, that's kind of our long and rambling discussion on trophies and achievements, and tell us what platinums you have or what 1,000 gamer score you hit. Steam achievement. I don't even know how those work.
I don't know.
You
let us know. I play Steam, but I play games on Steam.
So yeah. Tell us about your accomplishments, whether you got a trophy, achievement, recognition, or not.
Or just one of your favorite moments that you didn't expect a trophy or just a funny trophy. Yeah. Let us know. We enjoy them. Later.
So, now that we got that nonsense out of the way, corporate stuff.
Stupid sponsorship.
All right.